What's up, everyone? Welcome to Super Smash Bros. Wii U Weekly. I'm Hollander Cooper, and here with me is
Henry Gilbert.
And as always, we're going to run through the latest in Super Smash Bros. News. And as always, there isn't a lot this week, but we did go and dig through all of the trailers, all of Sakurai's Miiverse posts, all of everything that's been released, and we've grabbed everything there is to know about all of the stages released for both versions. And we're splitting it into 2 episodes because there's so much to talk about. This week, we're going to talk about the Wii U levels. And we may as well start with the first one that's shown off, tentatively titled Battlefield. And it is a battlefield. It's very flat. This is one of the only versions we've seen so far that exists in the 3DS and the Wii U one. And the Wii U one specifically, they both have different backgrounds. The Wii U one's like a ruined city in the background. Kind of has a nice aesthetic. It shows off the power of the Wii U. And the other level is actually from Zelda.
Yeah, it's Skyloft. It's the main city from Skyward Sword. It's the one you kind of see in the background of if you have a 3DS in the 3D image world of that. It takes place in the city and the sky around it. There's a bunch of platforms. Like, it's perfectly made for those platforms since it's floating in the air. So I can't wait to see that one in action. And then what's the next one?
The next one's actually the wrestling ring. Another one that sort of people have no idea why it's there. It's where you first see the appearance of the new character, the villager, and it's just it's a wrestling ring, which some people are saying is sort of proof that Lil Mac's going to be in the game. Other people are saying they just put a wrestling ring in the game. I don't know what to tell you.
Well, the next one is pretty obvious, like the Animal Crossing city. When they're going to have, the villager from Animal Crossing, they got to have a city for them. Though it's not based on the most recent 3DS version, it's based on City Folk, the Wii release of it. And you can see the city area in the background and a bunch of the regulars, like the comedian guy and the art-selling fox.
Gracie Grace.
Yeah,
is
Gracie
there.
Grace.
Yeah. Moving on to the next level. Couldn't talk about this without talking about Mega Man. So Dr. Wily's castle is going to be in the game, specifically the one from Mega Man 2. It's a pretty flat level from the looks of things, but there are platforms that kind of move along these predetermined paths, and you can jump between them.
And then to go with the Wii Fit instructor, the other new character, there's a Wii Fit stage, which it's in front of a big mirror, kind of like how it's like it was a ballet practicing place or something. And I see the Wii Fit board in the background, like kind of almost taunting you, like you're not fit, you're a fat plumber from the Bronx.
And he's specifically talking to you, not Mario.
Yeah, I know. That's what I hear in my head.
It's crushing. Garden of Hope is what people are calling the Pikmin stage. So far, it's only been shown off in screenshots, but it's specifically from Pikmin 3, and you know that not only because Captain Olimar has that little whistle that was added in Pikmin 3, but because the ship seen in the background, I'm hopefully pointing at it right now, is the SS Drake, not the Dolphin, showing that it's the new character ship, not the old ones.
Well, and then there's the one that was not even shown in the original footage for it, the Pilot Wing stage, which they've just had like little flashes of and some screens. The area looks more like the Super NES Pilot Wing, specifically Lesson 3. From a couple of the shots we've seen, there was 2 characters fighting on a biplane, so I wonder if it's going to be kind of like the F-Zero, Mute City stage from before, where everything's flying at you while you're on the 2D plane.
One of those levels that sounds super awesome, and when you watch it footage, you're like, man, this is the best! And then you play it, and you're like, yo, man, don't pick that level again. I'm done with that shit.
We're never picking that level. That's on the blacklist.
Also announced this week is a Metroid Other M stage, the Pyrosphere. Sakurai actually just dropped it on the Miiverse, as he's known to do. This is actually the area in Other M that Samus fights Ridley, and in Sakurai's post, he specifically said that a villain from her past might show up at any time. So I think it's safe to say we're going to see some Ridley in this level.
So that's it for the Wii U stages so far. We're going to call this part 1 because we're sure there are going to be new levels announced all the time. We're going to come back next week with an episode talking about the 3DS stages, but before you go, we gotta talk about this screenshot of the week.
Here's the screenshot of the day. Look at this screenshot, this wonderful screenshot.
I have nothing to say about this screenshot, but I bet you do. Make sure you caption this screenshot in the comments below and stay after the episode where we're going to read our favorite captions from last week's episode. That's how we do things on Super Smash Bros. Wii U Weekly. Also comment with just what you want us to talk about. We're changing our show every week depending on what you want to hear. Give us feedback, like the video, subscribe, do all that stuff, and be sure to come back every week for a new Super Smash Bros. Wii U Weekly.
And on to our favorite captions from last week's Screenshot of the Week. Dane1647 said, "Do a barrel roll, and I will kill your family." Just Comment Okay said, "Samus, are you sure this is a good idea?" Link, hiya! And Wabasaur35 said, "Captain, we've been hijacked by an elf with a sword and a woman in a high-tech suit." Thanks for watching, and be sure to leave a comment on this week's question of the week, and you might see it on next week's episode.
Hey, we finally got that surgery done to put my head on Henry's body, just so we can bring you this message easier. Hey, Henry, where should they click if they want to watch last week's episode of Super Smash Bros. Wii U Weekly? Oh, cool. And what if they want to watch a similar show except about Pokemon, like Pokemon X and Y Weekly? And where should they go if they want to comment and stuff? Yeah, I'm starting to really regret this surgery. My body still around here somewhere? No?